Hello guys, welcome to my new video. In this video I'm going to show you my collection of bracelets. I started to make bracelets on 24th of January this year, that means it's around 8 months right now. People are mostly asking, okay, you are an adult man, why are you making bracelets? It doesn't make so much sense. I'm making bracelets because I'm an artist, and because I'm an artist I'm trying pretty anything artistic and I like to try new things. So yes, I started to learn bracelets and it's nice to do it sometimes. This particular pattern is a fishbone chevron and I was following some tutorial from YouTube. And as you can see here, I don't like to do ties. That means I was trying to come up with something, what I can do at the end, just to do something else to connect these 2 points together. So actually I've put some little ball here. But honestly, that was my first ever try. I didn't know what to do about it. I was just literally coming up with something on the spot. And for this one, for this particular bracelet, I was using some 4-ply cotton, which I'm mostly using for my hacky sacks. So actually it's not very great for me personally. I rather enjoy embroidery cottons. This one was my second bracelet, and again I was going for fishbone chevron and I was just trying some different loop here. And I've done fishbone chevron up to here and then I've just started to do some freestyle. Even though it was my second ever bracelet, I was trying to come up with something. And then I came here and I said, okay, let's try to make a mirror image of it. And that was really challenging, but actually it gave me a lot. So I've made this as a mirror image, even I didn't really know how to do it. I was really struggling with it, but it, as I said, like it gave me a lot of experience. Another bracelet which I've done, the third one was this one, and as you can see, this bracelet actually was already my first bracelet where I've used embroidery cottons. This bracelet is a 12284 on a Frenchy bracelet page, and here you can see that I was trying to actually make everything nice and clean. So again, I've used this little ball here and actually it's connecting really nice. It's just coming up like this. I'm not saying that it's great, but I personally like it. This is another bracelet which I've done, and as you can see here I've used button, and actually it was working with the button really well, as you can see also on my Instagram. This one is another bracelet, and this is 38099 on a Frenchy bracelet page. People really like this one. Actually I had a really great feedback about this bracelet. I really like the color scheme here. This blue is actually not a part of a bracelet or the pattern itself, but actually I was sewing on the sides. It was just like experiment, and then when I finished I actually used those cottons for these triangle ends and also for the loop. And it's interesting here on this end, as you can see, like how I used the stone, like a stone ball, and I just put it there in a very interesting way. And actually it's a really nice bracelet. Another bracelet which I've done was this one, and this one is a 91543 on a friendship bracelet page. And here I used some different stone, and I was really pleased with this bracelet in that time. Okay, then I was going for my first Starburst bracelet. So this one is a 25054 on a bracelet book page, and actually here I was really pleased with this because these colors I just selected for myself and I really actually like the result. I mean, when you actually put these next to each other is pretty similar. This one is just using some beige as a background color and this one is a white one, and also the blue is a little bit different, but otherwise it's pretty similar. After this bracelet I was really pleased because this one is a 34 strings bracelet. Also the button here, from now on I think everywhere I'm just using these buttons. So this one is another Starburst. I really like this one, I actually love it. And this one is my coffee Starburst, and here I put this button on the other side just to maybe hide it. I wanted to try something else. So actually when you put it together, this button is more on your skin and is not visible that much. What is interesting is when I put these bracelets next to each other, they are actually same bracelets by the same pattern, but here I was doing more loose knots. So actually this one looks bigger and it's a little bit wider as well. This one is another one which I've done. What I really like about this particular bracelet is this button. As you can see, it's just shining differently. It's like this pearl scent, or how you call it. And it's made of a shell or this oyster. And actually it's complementing the bracelet really well. So I was really pleased with this. Another bracelet which I've done is this one, and this one is a 26830 on a bracelet book, and here I've used this very nice blue shiny button, and I was really pleased with that. Another bracelet I've made is this one, and this one is a 26403 on a bracelet book page. This color design is actually my own color design, and it was the first bracelet where I've actually used this transparent button, which is actually very nice. Okay, and here it comes. This one is actually my own design because I'm also a bracelet designer, and this one is a 33241 on a bracelet book page, and actually people like this pattern a lot and they are making it a lot, which I'm really pleased with. Also, I made this color scheme, which actually came from one guy on Instagram. He made my pattern with his color scheme and I really liked it a lot, so I made it as well. And again, as you can see, I did a little bit different this loop, and also there is a little bit different button, but I really like it. Another bracelet I've done was this one. This one is a 3411 on a friendship bracelet page. And I really like these lines. I was like, that's great, that's really fantastic. And I know the people like it. I mean, people like these lovely colorful bracelets, and also this one was quite successful on Instagram as well. So yeah, amazing. This one is something I'm really proud of actually. This one is a double gradient starburst. It was my idea when I was already quite familiar with this software for designing the bracelets. I just said, okay, I actually like these starburst bracelets, so let's try to make it a little bit differently. And also let's try to make this background as a gradient, not just the star as a gradient. So I actually came up with this double gradient starburst and I made it into this bracelet, and I'm really actually proud of it. It's not originally my pattern. I just actually changed this background for the gradient. But I can see that someone on a bracelet book page actually was inspired by my design and they uploaded this pattern on a bracelet book. But unfortunately I don't know what's the pattern there, but you can have a look, maybe you will find it. This one was another pattern which I've done. This one is my own design and it's a number 34261 on a bracelet book page. It's a 12 string bracelet, as I already did this one as my first one ever, and that was a 12 string bracelet. In that case I said, okay, I like actually these 12 string bracelets, so I started to design these 12 string bracelets. This one is another bracelet which I've done and it's also my own design. This one can be found as a 34898 on a bracelet book page, and it was quite interesting because it was like a red, black, white. I was like, that's quite nice striking colors. I also like a lot this red button here. It fits the bracelet well. Okay, this one was another bracelet which I've designed, and I must say this is one of my favorites. It's such a beautiful design, I mean for myself of course, yeah. And it's very upsetting that I was not able to get this bracelet approved on the bracelet book page because the moderators just didn't like it because of these very similar colors in the gradients. And I actually like gradients, I love gradients, so I wanted to submit it exactly as it is now. It's also a 12 strings. This particular loop is actually a loop which I've designed a loop for myself, because when I had like a different strings on one side, different strings on another side, I didn't really know how to make some loops, so this is what came on my mind. I was kind of improvising, so this is what I came up with. Also, you can see this tutorial on my YouTube channel how to make this particular loop. This one is another bracelet which I've done and it's my own design, and this one can be found on a bracelet book page as a 34743. Again, as you can see, it's a 12 string bracelet and it has a button, as I always do. Actually, this one is also a very favorite pattern. People like to do it and I really like it. Like, I really like that people like to make my patterns. Thank you. Another bracelet is this one. And again, it's my own pattern, my own design. Can be found on a bracelet book page as 37865. I think this one is a 16 strings, I'm not really sure 100%. I really like the color scheme. I actually love this, is one of my favorite patterns. I really like this pattern. And I also like this button, it really fits this bracelet well. This is another bracelet which I've done, and this is my own design again. This one can be found on a bracelet book page as a 38532. As you can see, I've selected here some 3 shades of purple and 3 shades of yellow. This is another bracelet which I've done. Again, it's my own design and I haven't really uploaded this design anywhere yet. So this particular pattern can be found on my Instagram. Actually, all these patterns which I've designed by myself, they can also, some of them can be found on a bracelet book page, but all of them can be found on my Instagram. Okay, this bracelet, it's one of my most favorite of all time so far, I would say. This particular bracelet, again, it's my own design and I'm not sure 100%, but I think it's from 16 strings probably. It can be found on a bracelet book as a 42894, which is, I'm really pleased that it was actually accepted because it has a lot of these gradients here as well. And I know that moderators don't really like gradients that much, and this button here is also very nice. Okay, this is another bracelet, and again, it's my own design. This one is a 12 string and I like it a lot as well. It's very beautiful. And this one I haven't really uploaded anywhere yet. So again, it can be found on my Instagram. There is a pattern there and I really like these beautiful colors. This bracelet, it's also my own design. It's a mini starburst and I was trying to inspire myself by a big starburst. That means something like this. I'm not sure exactly right now if it's an 18 string or it's a 16 string, but I'm definitely very happy with the results. But again, this particular bracelet wasn't accepted on a bracelet book page because they just told me that there are too many starburst designs in any sizes, but they don't have this size. But anyway, you can find this pattern on my Instagram as usual. Okay, now I have some bracelets which I'm working on and they are not ready yet. This particular bracelet, it's the number 88692 on a friendship bracelet page, but definitely not in this color scheme. This color scheme, I was trying to inspire myself from someone on the Instagram and I've redesigned this color scheme with this pattern. Also in the original pattern there were some little mistakes which I've corrected. So again, this pattern can be also found on my Instagram, or you can find it on a friendship bracelet page. Another bracelet I'm working on right now is this one. It's the actually same bracelet as the one I was already showing, which is my own design, and I'm trying to make this bracelet for someone. We'll see if I'm gonna be successful. Another bracelet I'm working on is this. I really like this one. It's again my own pattern, my own design. I haven't really put it anywhere yet, so it's not on a bracelet book page or anywhere else. I don't even think it would be accepted because it has a very tiny color gradients, and as I said, I don't really like color gradients. And I really like this bracelet, it's really beautiful. And the last bracelet I'm working on right now is this one here, and this one can be found as 103342 on a friendship bracelet page, and I really like it. It's really beautiful, and I'm using again my type of loop. So guys, thank you very much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Please watch my other videos as well. I have lots of tutorials about how to make bracelets, how to make some nice loops. And please give me a like, subscribe and comment. That definitely helps the YouTube algorithm to recognize the video. And have a great day and good luck with your bracelets. Bye bye.